Alan, you saw a film called Kokuho. Tell me about Kokuho.
Yes, Kokuho. It's a 3-hour epic.
Oh no, it's 3 hours.
I know.
No,
I swear I didn't realize it until I looked at the time, like an hour and a half in. It's like, oh my God, I got to pee real bad. So,
69.
Kokuho is basically an examination, a poetic film, poetic epic on the subject of kabuki theater. You have your main character here, Kokuho, who is the son of a Yakuza crime lord. But the thing is, he has a passion for kabuki, and he is and not only a passion for kabuki, but he has a passion for onagata, which is basically men dressing as women, so playing the female roles. And as a young teen, he is exceptional at it. And he is visited by one of the great kabuki actors and masters, played by Ken Watanabe. And he sees Kokuho here and says, this kid has something special, and he wants to do something with him. And while they're having this discussion, a rival Yakuza gang storms the theater and kills his father. And as sons do, he escapes, and then he kills the people who kills him. And not wanting to be in this cycle of killing and death, Ken Watanabe's character takes him in as his son next to his real son, Shunsuke. And the two of them become onagata. And so they become, they're very exceptional, the two of them. They start to perform in small theaters, and then they are invited as apprentices, as young boys to the largest theater in Japan, where they become the greatest hit ever. Now, when Ken Watanabe's character decides to retire or to pass on his legacy, rather than passing it on to his son, which he should, he passes on to Kokuho. And that's where the second half of the movie, the drama of the movie is, because soon his Yakuza past begins to haunt him. He gets kicked out. The son that should have gotten the role, he runs away. He disappears, only to return again to basically expose his friend, his Yakuza past. And then it basically goes through his entire lifetime. So it starts in 1960 and ends in 2014. So this is a massive epic. Yeah.
So this is a theater kid becomes a gangster.
Yeah. Yeah, but he wasn't a gangster. He was like 14, so he wasn't in the business. But he did know enough that he had to avenge his father's death. But honestly, that's like the first 15 minutes of the movie, and you forget about it until midway through, when his past is exposed and he is kind of brought shame upon the house. So the themes of this movie basically are how these kabuki theaters, they're family organizations. The becoming the next kabuki master, you pass it on to your children. It is this great tradition. My issue with the film is, this is supposed to represent the best of kabuki. I don't know the difference between good and bad kabuki, and so when you see it on screen, everyone is like, "This is the greatest thing ever," and it's like, it's like opera. I don't know if this is the greatest thing ever. I'm just gonna have to take the word of the film that this is what I'm seeing is top of the line kabuki performances. And look, let's be real here. If the subject of kabuki theaters interests you, I would absolutely recommend this movie. But it would be hard for me to convince you to say, look, I know you know nothing about kabuki, but you need to see this movie. I can't tell you that. But I will say I was engaged with the movie. I had a good time. But again, there's this disconnection you have because I don't know what great kabuki is. I know what great American music is. I can watch a movie about that and understand, why this artist's journey is the way it is. But here, there's a lot of cultural. There's a cultural gap that has to be be crossed in order to really get into this movie.
Do you recommend it?
I would, if only if you're into the subject. 3 hours is a long investment.